All right, welcome back to the channel. We're going to go ahead and cover the three games for Friday, July 3rd. Yesterday we had a great day, went three for three on the channel. The video did come out a little bit late and then it was stuck in like queue or whatever because I didn't hit publish anyways when it says, it's like checking for copyright issues and stuff like that. So it was stuck in like my drafts or something. At any rate, we went three for three. And the day before we went almost went three for three as well. Day before that, two for three. So I feel like I got a pretty good feel for these games right now. Three games on the table um, today, and some of these games I really like actually. I don't feel like necessarily these are teams that I have the best grasp on in terms of like the other games, but in terms of the matchups themselves, I think these are some really good matchups from a betting perspective. So let's go ahead and get started with each one of these games. First up, we have Australia versus Egypt, and yeah, you know what? It's my favorite matchup on the board today. I'm all over Egypt. Um, yeah, Australia did a nice job up against Turkey in that first matchup, but as we all know, Turkey started off this competition playing like ass. They just didn't have it together. I mean, they just couldn't score. They had so much possession, so many shots on goal, and they just couldn't get it in the net. But Australia pulled that one off. They had a really, really good game. They got some good, shots from some of their guys. But this team is just a team that relies on like a brilliant shot rather than being able to create on a consistent basis. Whereas Egypt, on the other hand, I've consistently been able to see them being creative, being able to score from all over the pitch, outside the box, in the box. With their strikers, with their wingers, with their midfielders. And I'm not here to say like Egypt is, like prolific, the most prolific team in the competition. I just think Egypt is just uh, much better than Australia. And in this matchup, I see Australia just trying to defend basically, and then whenever they have a chance, maybe send a cross into the box, and one of those big guys like Suter or something like that be able to put a header into the back of the net. It wouldn't surprise me if Australia got on the board, but at the very least, I see Egypt winning this in regular time. Not the best analysis on this game. Like I said, these are teams today that I haven't watched as much as other teams, but I'll tell you what, I got a good enough feel of these games and of these teams to be able to say I like Egypt on the money line at a really, really good price. This is a great bet. I mean, take Egypt on the money line, get it at plus 137. Could have got it at plus 145 yesterday. I wish I did. I played it this morning at plus 137. Next up, it's the defending champions, Argentina versus Cape Verde. And I have to say, Cabo Verde admirable job in this World Cup. I really, really like what I've seen, especially out of their defense. They were able to score a couple goals in this World Cup as well. But I really, really admire that team. Going into this competition, I've watched the AFCON, I watched the effort, the AFC qualifying stages. I watch all of these games, and I've seen Cape Verde, and I knew that they were going to be a team that was going to make some noise in this competition. I really did, because if you've watched their qualifying and watched some of their, their AFCON qualifying, their performance in AFCON, you kind of knew this was coming. This was a team that has been playing well for a few years. But they're going up against an Argentina side that is just hitting on all cylinders. I think this is just a team that knows what it takes to win these big competitions, and they're willing to make the sacrifices to do it as well. And pretty much their strategy has been get the ball to Messi and then let him do his thing, and do his thing he has done. He's been great. He looks better in this World Cup than he did in the last World Cup. Maybe he knows that this is his swan song and he's going out, and I think maybe, the players around him, they realize what Messi is, and that this guy's a legend, this guy's a goat, and you know, he deserves his curtain call, so to speak. And they've just been this team is dangerous. I mean, they're dangerous in the final third. They're dangerous in possession. They're dangerous on the counterattack. They're dangerous in set piece situations. Argentina's going to the final. And they're going to the final. I don't think there's any doubt about it. I wouldn't doubt if this is a rematch of the 2022 World Cup with France. It could be Spain, but Argentina on that side of the bracket is going to the World Cup final. I would be shocked if they don't make it. But I like Argentina in this one. The problem is trying to find value in this matchup. So I'm kind of taking a risk here, but I think it's worth it's worth the return. So I'm going to take Argentina to win in both halves. So that means that they have to win the first half. It's pretty self-explanatory, and then win the second half. I could easily see this being like a 3-0 type victory. They score one in the first half, 1-0, and then they put another two on the board in the second half, or vice versa. They score two in the first half, 2-0. Cabo Verde probably isn't going to get on the board unless they have an opportunity in the counterattack, which I really don't see happening. With all due respect to Cabo Verde, this team deserves a lot of respect. Put some respect on Cabo Verde's name. They deserve it, and they've had a wonderful World Cup. Last matchup of the day, Colombia going up against Ghana, and I think we need to put a little respect on this Ghana national team, Ghanaian national team as well, because I think a lot of people were writing them off, and I think they came to this competition wanting to compete and wanting to maybe prove their doubters wrong. They were I think, the lowest ranked, maybe not the lowest ranked. Um, African side in this competition, but they were one of the lower ranked sides. And I think a lot of people thought that they were just going to come in last in their group. And that was going to be all we heard of Ghana in this competition. But they came to play. They came to, you've seen what they did against England, and so this is a team that is sound in the back, and they do have some attacking options with Antoine Semenyo, who is on the borderline of world class player there for Man City. And I think they're going to be able to compete, and I think they're going to be able to keep the scoring down in this game and turn it into a cagey affair. That's what they've done in each game that they played in the group stage. And then they're going up against Colombia, who is going to try to control the pace of this game, and they're going to be the ones that are going to be running, and they're going to be the ones that are putting balls into the box, and there's going to be a lot of shots by Colombia in this game, and Ghana's going to have to defend. But you know, Colombia, I really like this side. I like them as one of the top teams coming out of the CONMEBOL Confederation, along with obviously Argentina and Brazil. And I think they're going to win this game, but it just worries me because they have struggled to score at times. Not that they struggled to put up shots and put up shots on goal and to possess the ball. It's just that they struggle, like a team like Portugal, to get the ball in the net. I don't know what it is. I think Colombia is, again, a team that likes to move at a fast pace to you know, get those balls over to their wingers and let them create plays for guys in the middle or themselves. Okay, so I'm going to take Colombia on the double chance here and under 2.5 goals, just in case we have a situation where Ghana gets a sneaky goal and then Colombia has to equalize. Okay, then we're protected on that end. Okay, rather than taking Colombia in under 2.5. Okay, where if Ghana gets a goal, then we're in trouble. You could technically go Colombia in under. Uh, 3.5 goals. Okay, I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals in this matchup. Okay, but if you did do that, then then you have the possibility that it's a 1-1 tie going into extra time and you end up losing that bet. You can still get it at minus 105. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be mad at you if you took Columbia on the money line and then one of those unders. But I think the best bet for this one, you're almost getting even money, is just to take Columbia on the double chance and under 2.5. All right, that's all I got for you. As you can see on each one of these bets, it's either 4 or 5 star on the confidence level. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling overconfident, but I think these are good matchups in terms of betting. You know what? I apologize. The Argentina one is not a 4 or 5. I think I have that as a 2 or 3. But at any rate, I think between the Egypt matchup and the Colombia matchup, I think you got some good opportunities to get some value. So good luck to everyone. I hope you do well. We'll see you again tomorrow for these round of 16 matchups. So this is the end of the round of 32. We're moving along in this tournament. We're getting towards the closing stages. So make sure you get your bets in and good luck to everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.